Hey guys, before this video starts, I just want to take a second and say thank you all so much for 500 subscribers. You know, it really means the world to me that I have all you guys here who watch the videos that I put out. I love reading all you guys' comments on them, as well as just talking to all you other Godzilla fans in general. You know, it's truly awesome, and I just want to say thank you all so much. How's it going, you guys? It's Will here, and real quick, I wanted to take a look at the Jakks Pacific. This is the 12-inch Godzilla 2019. And real quick, I'm sorry if I'm having to, you know, adjust the camera or having to move this guy. I'm just trying to get him in the whole frame because he is pretty big and he will be pretty long once I get him fully assembled. As it says up there, he's over 20 inches long. So yeah, this guy is gonna be pretty big once I get the tail in and everything. The reason why I've kept this figure in the box for so long since the toy hunt video is because I honestly have no idea where to display this guy in my room. So that's why I've just kept him in a box, sitting on my dresser, and yeah, I'm still trying to figure out where to put him. But, well, let's look at the packaging real quick. Now, here is, of course, that picture of Godzilla that's being used on pretty much everything Godzilla King of the Monsters merchandise-wise. And I'll be honest, I actually really do enjoy this picture. I like it a lot better than the picture of Godzilla they used to advertise Godzilla 2014. You know, that picture. I hated that picture. It looked like Godzilla was smiling. And let's take a look at the back here. Yeah, nothing too crazy going on with the packaging. It's not like NECA. You know, it's just your basic kids toy packaging. I guess the one thing I really like about the Jakks Pacific is that they're kind of similar to Mattel. Like, they put out kids toys, but they make them so good that they can be collectibles. That's how I see Jakks Pacific, in my opinion. So Godzilla 2019 here, the 12-inch version. The thing that really attracted me towards this figure is I just loved the way the sculpt was. Like, this sculpt alone is a lot better than anything that was released for the Bandai America Godzilla 2014 movie. Like, this sculpt, you know, just for like a regular kid's toy is real nice. It looks like Godzilla from the Monsterverse. It really does. Sculpt-wise, I'm not talking about the paint. We'll get to that in a second, but alright, I'm gonna take a minute. I'm gonna get this guy opened up and we'll just go into a little more detail, and I will give, you know, a little comparison between this and a figure I had from the 2014 toy line. Alright, so now that we are all assembled, I think it's safe to say that this Godzilla is over 20 inches long. Like, he's taking up the entire frame right now. Like, I'm sorry if I have to keep adjusting the camera or adjusting the figure. I just want to make sure the entire figure is seen in the shot. So just get an idea how big this figure is. You know, let's bring in the recently reviewed NECA Godzilla 2019. And yeah, as you can see, he is pretty tiny in comparison. So the NECA Godzilla here is like around 5.5 to 6 inches. And I would say the Jakks Pacific is double the height of the NECA. Yeah, I would say. So I think it is safe to say that Jakks Pacific Godzilla does come in like around 12 inches tall, maybe just slightly taller. And again, I just really love the sculpt on this figure. Like, the sculpt of this Godzilla alone is a lot better than anything that Bandai America did for the Godzilla 2014 movie toy line. And we'll do a comparison with one of those figures in a bit. I got the perfect one to show you guys. Like, 5 years really makes a difference. Alright, let's just get the bad out of the way. So because this is a mass-produced figure, you know, when you're looking at it in the stores, you are going to come across some figures with some defects, particularly in the eyes and the teeth. More so the teeth, though. So here are the eyes on mine. Luckily, they're looking straight at me, so there's no derpy eyes. But the teeth, as you can see, are a little bit sloppy painted. I have seen a lot worse out there. So if you're hunting for this figure at your local Walmarts, then really take the time to study it like I did. Like, I spent like at least a half hour at Walmart just looking at every single one of these I saw, just to make sure I got one that was decent looking. And okay, you're probably going to notice the next thing I'm going to talk about. The screw holes, or as the gaming beaver would call them, the bullet holes. Yeah, the screw holes are a little bit distracting on this guy. So you do have to kind of keep him on his good side right here if we're displaying him. The bullet holes, you know, they are distracting. Like, I'm getting flashbacks of the Hasbro Jurassic World toy line. But you know what? It is a toy that is targeted towards kids, and you know, kids aren't really going to care. So I guess I can give it a pass for that, but you know, it is just distracting if you're an adult collector. And also real quick, just get articulation out of the way. We have, I think there's 6. You know, Godzilla's arms can both go up and down. The legs can go forward and back. And because you have to pop the tail in, the tail does rotate at 2 pieces because the tail is 2 parts. Alright. So that is it for articulation, you guys. Not much, just the basic, you know, dinosaur articulation. But that is about it. Alright, so I guess real quick we'll get to a comparison with a figure from Bandai America's Godzilla 2014 line. And you'll just see the improvement in quality. Here is the Atomic Roar Godzilla. Yeah, as you can see, which one looks more like Godzilla from the Legendary's Monsterverse? Yeah, definitely Jakks Pacific. Jakks Pacific Godzilla definitely takes the cake in terms of sculpt. The Bandai America's Atomic Roar, well, yes, it is cool that he has his gimmick. Yes, it is cool that he has the gimmick, but, you know, the sculpt, like, this doesn't really look like Godzilla. It just looks like, you know, your average, you know, dinosaur toy that you would find at, like, a Goodwill or something. And look, this Godzilla also has bullet holes. It's more distracting on this one, though, because he actually has it, like, on his jawline. So that is a little Alright, you guys, so that is pretty much all I have to say on the 12-inch Jakks Pacific Godzilla 2019. I do like the figure. Like, I really like the sculpt. You know, like I've been saying, the sculpt actually looks like Godzilla this time around. Some may argue about, you know, them having, you know, the sloppily painted teeth, and some may complain about the sloppy painted eyes. But, you know, we have to remember that, you know, this toy is originally targeted towards kids first and then adult collectors second. And, you know, yeah, people might complain about the bullet holes. But, again, you gotta remember, it is a kid's toy. Kids are not really gonna care. They're just gonna really have fun with, you know, their big Godzilla toy and not really care about what adult collectors care about. It is more understandable that on a figure that is meant towards collecting, like Neca's Godzilla here, it is more reasonable to get upset at that because this figure is more targeted towards collectors. But for Jakks Pacific's toy line, you know, we gotta remember it's targeted towards kids first, collectors second. So what can I score this guy? Is it even fair to score this guy? I'm gonna do it anyway. So again, I really love the sculpt, but because, you know, you might have ones that suffer, you know, from bad teeth or bad eyes, and the bullet holes, of course, I'm gonna knock this figure score down to an 8 out of 10. But if, like I said, if you're buying it for, you know, a kid, like your son, your daughter, baby cousin, baby sister, baby brother, then I think they're gonna enjoy it. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next Godzilla review, and hey, it is a great time of year to be a Godzilla fan. Definitely.